Alrighty guys, we are going to do this one called X'd. And I was hoping that I had chosen an easy one after the last couple of more challenging ones, but I might not have. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Green is pencil. So we're going to give ourselves basically a pencil grid, but instead of going square, we're going to go diamondy. Okay, give ourselves a pencil grid. On that pencil grid, we're going to do an X in each of the corners, not making sure we have a nice big space there. Okay, so we're just going to do a little X in each of the corners, and then if you get to a corner that doesn't have an end, we go around that corner. Okay, just so that we're boxing in. Either that, or you can look at it this way. If you're looking at just one square, you're going to do in the corners like that. Okay, leaving a nice gap. Then this step, we're going to go from this one curving to this one, this one curving to that one, this one curving to that one. Then we're going to do it the other way. This one curving to that one. This one curving to that one. I'm a little zoomed in. And then looks like we're going to do that again. This one curving to that one, and this one curving to that one. So we're just basically doing this same curve. Just turn the page, do that curve, turn the page, do that curve. That would be the easiest way for me to explain how to do that. And we end up with this sort of a shape. She's got it here. You can do variations by putting this extra racing stripe in there. Do shading, do coloring, whatever. We're going to give this a go. No idea how this is going to go. I may completely muck it up, but I've got myself a piece of paper. I need to zoom out. No, not in. Out, Donna. Okay. Turn on my light. Watch your eyes. It gets really bright with that first thing when I turn on the light. Okay. Next, let's make our pencil grid, and we want to do it in a diagonal. I'm going to give myself a little border also, but I know I want my grid on the diagonal. So we're going to just do that, give ourselves a little border, and I'm going to make my grid, whoop, not crooked like that, on the diagonal, like so. And then I'm going to go across this way, like that. Just being like that. Okay, so now I've got myself my diagonals, right? Right. Inside each of those corners, we're going to make that little turn. I think I'm going to start at the beginning, in the middle, and maybe not do the ones right at the edge. I don't know yet. So we're going to put a little X right there, and then one right here, one right here, one right there, for sure one there, for sure one here, and there, and there, maybe one here, and maybe this one's going to be just that. This one's going to be just that. Like that. I don't know. I don't know what else I'm doing. Okay, so on one side, we're going to start. I'm going to just hold my paper toward me, and then I'm just going to turn it each time we're going to do this step. So we're going to go from, and I might do it in pencil to start with, just so I'm clear as to where I'm starting and where I'm stopping. And I think I have too much space here, because I want to start here and go to here. That seems like too much of a gap. Let me make those X's a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. I think my gap is too big proportionally compared to that sample. So I'm just going to make them just the slightest bit bigger. I think I have to have one here. If I have one there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. All right. So then with my pencil, I'm going to say I go from here to there. That looks better. So then I go from here to here, here to here, here to here. I'm just going to do it in pencil, just so I don't goof. That has nowhere to go. Okay. That one has nowhere to go. That one does. Okay, so I'm going to connect the ones that have some place to go. You guys see what I'm doing? I think you can. Now, often people will say, you know, you're not teaching very well or something. Well, it's because I'm not teaching, I'm learning. I am learning with you guys. So if I goof up, it's because I don't know what I'm doing either. We're all in the same boat. So now I'm going to turn my page this way. And then I'm going to make that same, right? That same motion, but now I'm going to go from, I'm going to do it with pencil just so I don't screw it all up. I'm going to go from here to here, from here to here, here to here, here to here. That has nowhere to go. Okay. I'm going to do that one anyway, even though it doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. But that's the point of my channel. The point of my channel is not to teach necessarily, even though you might be learning something. The point of my channel is to learn. And then you guys can come along with my learning process and you might learn something too. That's awesome, but that's not the reason I do my channel. The reason I do my channel is to learn. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Because that's a different thing. Teaching and learning are two different things. Teaching assumes that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it again with my pencil. I'm going to make that same move again from here to there, here to there, here to there, here to here? No, that's not right. Here to here, yeah? Yes. There to there, there to there, there to there, there. Okay, this one. This one to this one. And this one should go to here somewhere. Okay. This might not be the smoothest thing I've ever drawn. It's got a lot of stops and starts that I'm not overly happy with, but you know what? I can always come back with a thicker pen, go over these lines again, and I will lose a lot of that stoppy, starty business from where I made those crosses a little bigger. Okay, and I need to turn again. I'm always turning in the same direction. And I go from here to here. Oh, this is hard to see. From here to here. Here to there. Here to there. Here to there. Here to there. I'm missing something here. I'm missing this one. I didn't do that one. Okay. And then we'll figure out these ones that I missed. All right. Let's do these. That one and that one. And this one, and this one, there, there, here, 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 there, and I'm going to extend that line, and then I missed this one here, and I need this one, and I'm going to extend that line, and here. Now I feel like, I'm clearly missing something here and here. No. Problem is I don't know what I'm missing. It would go from here to there, and this one would go to here, right? Yes. I'm going to just make that extend here. I'm going to extend this one to here, and this one's going to extend to there, and this one extends this way. This one's missing one. And this one would extend here. That's okay. So this would be this way. And this one would be that way. Just trying to connect some pipes somewhere where they might make sense. That's good. Okay, so now let's take our big pen and make this border. I could have done that to start with. And extend that. I'm good with that. Okay, let's erase. See how we did. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm good with it. Now, the question is, do I want to just go over the whole thing again with a thicker line just to get rid of, see where they're all like stoppy and starty? I think I do, but not the 08. 08's too big. That's what I used the border. So let me use my 03. And maybe I'm not going to go over all of them. Maybe I'm just going to go over some of them. Does that look right, or does that look funny? That just looks funny. Maybe I'll just do all the straight lines. Leave the curves, and I'll just overdraw just the straight ones. Maybe that will look less funny. because it's the stray ones that I have the problem with, that I don't like. I'll just overdraw my straight lines. Better. That's better. That makes it an interesting, bold design. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually color in the background and let this lift up a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. That's what was this called? It was called Xed, right? Let's sign it. I'm just going to color in the background around. I think I'm going to go around these shapes and then maybe fuzz it out a little bit with some water. Let's do a dark purple. You know what? I was gonna fuzz it, but I don't think I want to. I'm not sure what I want to do. Really not sure what I want to do. Yeah, let's try fuzzing it with the water brush. Where's my water brush? Let's go water in it. Put some water on there and just let it kind of spread. This isn't watercolor paper, so it doesn't exactly work like watercolor paper, but these are water-based markers and they will spread. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some water in those spaces and just like kind of let it bleed. And it may be bold or it may end up being very subtle. Not sure what it's going to do. Kind of depends on how the paper reacts. At this point, the pattern is done. I'm just coloring, I'm just playing. You can move on if you want, or you can follow along with me. Whatever tickles your fancy. That bled out a little bit more than I wanted. Gotta remember not to get so close to the edge. Just do the water on the inside part and not on the outside part. That's okay. It's fine. But now I know what this paper is going to do, and I will be more careful with the rest. Shall I answer another question? Why not? If you were to receive any existing public award, what would you like to win? I'd be most proud to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I don't have any illusions that I would do that, but if I could do something in this world that would help bring the world together in a more peaceful way, I would be most proud of that. Not really out for fame, and I don't think people who win the Nobel Peace Prize are. I think they are people who genuinely care about whatever problem, situation, whether they're working on solving environmental issues or social issues, that those people are people who genuinely care for others, and they're not out to find fame. Whereas, like, if you are wanting a Tony or an Oscar or something, those people are seeking fame. People who win the Nobel Peace Prize are not seeking fame. They're seeking a solution to a problem that humans have in one way or another. And I think I would be most proud of that. Good question. Some people may be sports oriented and want to win a sports award, like a NFL football ring or the Stanley Cup or something like that. No shame to anybody who wants to win an award for, I mean, I wouldn't say that the athletes are trying to win that award for fame. I don't think they are. They're trying to win that award for accomplishment in their sport. You know, win a gold medal. None of those things are bad things. I just think that the thing I would be most proud of would be a Nobel Peace Prize. My grandfather on my mother's side was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize in journalism. I'm quite proud of that. He didn't win, but he was nominated. I don't remember what year it was. 1960 something. Or was it the early 70s? Might have been the early 70s. It was for his reporting on the Vietnam War. Well, I'm quite proud of that. So a journalistic award is also very, he didn't seek that, you know, he wasn't doing his journalism to win a prize. He was doing his journalism to report on the doings of the world. I don't like what happened here. That one doesn't. I don't like that one. Maybe get a little bit more there so it'll spread. What do we think? Good enough? Not good enough? I think I want them a little darker in the middle. Go ahead and kind of blotchily fill it in and then put put some more water there so that it spreads. I think I just want the middles a little darker. They don't have to be solid. Let's do that. Make sure I have no water in the brush. Hard to tell with a water brush. It's clear. You can't tell if you've got water down into the bristles. So I usually just wipe it on my hand like this. Just wipe it on my hand so I can feel if it's got water on it or if it's got too much water. That's the thing we don't want. I don't want to oversaturate the paper. So I just test it, see how much water I have on the brush with the back of my hand. Oh, pardon me. Didn't have time to stop it or even warn you that it was coming. Sorry. Alright, I'm good with that. I think I need a few more spots that are like this, that have too much pigment that spreads, just so that I have spots that match. So let's do that. I'm going to put a little dribble of water and then the pigment instead of the other way around. I have some corners that are bleedy and thick because having one just stands out, but if I do it on multiples then it becomes a feature and not a problem or something to distract the eye, but something that's part of the artwork where the corners are bleeding. Alright, so I hope you guys are all doing well. Like I've said before, I know that this time, this isolation, especially if you don't have a family at home, if you're a single person, this isolation can be very, very difficult on us as people. We are a social being. We really are. And isolation is just difficult on us. Even those of us who are introverted, and we enjoy our quiet time, even us, we start to have troubles if we can't interact with people. And so I'm hoping you're taking care of yourself, giving yourself that time for, if you can't interact in person, to at least interact online or on the telephone, so that because it's a thing. And I think more and more people, as we are on longer and longer lockdowns, more and more people are going to start having mental health issues. And I'm hoping that you're taking care of your own mental health. Oh, no. My pen came uncapped. I don't want that. I don't want to store my pen with an uncapped pen. That will not work. I think I want a little bit of highlight here. Just a little bit of white with the colored pencil. Not sure this is doing what I want it to do, but it looks better in the camera than it does in real life, so I'm just going to keep going. think I need it. I think I actually need it with a brighter, with a, oops, I missed one going this way. Need to try to have them all the same. Missed two. Wow. I got them all going this way now? Yeah. So now I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to use the gel pen to do this highlight. Try not to smear anything. There we go. That's much better. I think I actually want to do it going the other way too. Even though I already put colored pencil there, I think I want to put brighter highlight there. So we're going to do that. Try really hard not to touch what I've already drawn on. I like the brighter white. Oops, I missed one. Missed one going that way. Okay. Oh, I like that. Much better. It needed a little contrast, a little bit of white, a little bit of dark. Perfect. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you guys next week. Next week, if you want to look ahead, I have chosen one that I can't pronounce. Trompetje. 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 And then Drop Grid, and then Vivid. Those are the three that I've chosen for next week. You guys go out and do something nice for yourself today. Do something nice for somebody else. Make the world a better place by just being kind. You know, if you see something in social media, because you're not leaving the house, so you're doing all your stuff online, you see stuff in social media and you want to respond in a negative way, stop and think about it twice before you do. Let's keep our words happy and joyful and not negative. That doesn't make sense. Let's keep our words positive, and if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. Just like Grandma used to say, if you have nothing nice to say, keep your mouth shut. Well, that's not exactly how she put it, but you know, say nothing at all. If you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. It's a very good adage and makes sense, doesn't it? So let's be kind to one another, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.